Relations between Thailand and Cambodia have reached a new dangerous low, with both sides trading fire, killing at least 12 people. At the crux of it all is a decades-long bitter spat over parts of the Emerald Triangle, where their borders meet Laos and where several ancient temples stand. Now, the row over the disputed areas flared into deadly military clashes more than 15 years ago, and again late May, when a Cambodian soldier was killed in a gunfight. That incident brought relations to the lowest point in years. An unexpected rift between former allies also complicating matters further. A leaked phone call between Cambodia's ex-leader and then Prime Minister Paetongtarn Shinawatra in June revealed the public fallout between the Hun and Shinawatra families. Cambodia is seeking international mediation, requesting the International Court of Justice to resolve its border disputes. But Thailand has long rejected the ICJ's jurisdiction in these matters. As diplomacy falters, weeks of simmering tensions have culminated in tit-for-tat moves, including border closures, the withdrawal of ambassadors, and the latest exchange of artillery strikes. Well, let's get more now from Dr. Gregory Raymond. He is a senior lecturer at the Strategic and Defence Studies Centre at the Australian National University. He's coming to us from Canberra. Dr. Raymond, first, what were the underlying factors that sparked this latest flashpoint between Thailand and Cambodia?
There were several Thai soldiers injured in the last few days as a result of landmines. The Thais then appeared to respond to that by laying barbed wire at one of the temples. That raised tensions further, and there was an exchange of gunfire at Damun Tom Temple. And from there, things went south with an exchange of artillery fire and use of rockets, BM-21 rockets by the Cambodian side.
And we're hearing a bit more
Thailand
about that
aircraft.
Crossfire, because we're hearing that because Cambodia has been accusing Thailand of aerial bombings. Thailand is claiming that it's acting defensively. So when you look at the military strategy of this all, is it about deterrence or is it something more calculated going on?
I think Thailand's been trying to remove the assets which have been firing onto Thai territory. So they've hit a number of tanks, they've hit a number of rocket units that had fired fairly indiscriminately, I think it has to be said, into Thai territory, hitting a gas station, hitting a hospital, hitting a school, killing 9 civilians. So I think the Thai Air Force was used to try and remove that threat.
Now, the military escalation as well as the diplomatic downgrades, we've seen this before because it is a long-standing conflict. But what is your interpretation of the timing and the intensity this time round?
It's very difficult to know exactly why the tensions have risen or why, in particular, Cambodia appears to have wanted to raise the stakes and reignite the dispute over the temple and the border. They've now, as you know, have decided to take the dispute to the International Court of Justice because Thailand is not accepting compulsory arbitration from that court. It's unclear how that's going to proceed. So really, the only agreement they have to fall back on is a 2000 MOU, which requires both sides to negotiate through their joint border committee. That's not happening at the moment. Obviously, the May 28 death of the Cambodian soldier has been a significant factor. But even before that, there was evidence of, I guess, actions taking place at the temple, people singing national anthems on the Cambodian side, wearing particular nationalist clothing. Now, the Thais have reacted badly to that. They feel that if there's political statements made at those temples, they have to respond. This is for the reason that in the court case in 1962, they felt that they hadn't responded forcefully earlier, and that resulted in the loss of that court case.
That's really interesting. And, you know, when you throw into the mix the leaked conversation we've all heard about between Paetongtarn and Hun Sen, revealing quite an unusually direct dialogue, how significant was that politically, as well as contributing to this escalating tension?
Well, obviously, there was a decision made by Hun Sen that he was going to end that relationship, which had been a mutually beneficial relationship between Hun Sen and Thaksin Shinawatra. In fact, a relationship with some very dark dimensions, it must be said. There is evidence that there has been cooperation, not only in business or in family, but also in the mutual repression of dissidents. So transnational repression, Cambodian police forces allowed onto Thai territory to apprehend Cambodian dissidents, and the disappearance of a Thai anti-monarchist in 2020. All of these things are potentially connected and have been investigated by a Thai parliamentary committee in recent times.
If we were to cast our nets a little bit wider, ASEAN has yet to step in to assist. That was noted by the Thai government. What do you make of that? Is it another example of the bloc's perhaps limitations in being able to resolve interregional disputes?
I think things have unfolded more quickly than ASEAN's been able to respond, but still it is disappointing that the chair of ASEAN, the current chair, which I think is still Malaysia, hasn't transferred to the Philippines yet. We don't know of any phone calls being made by President Anwar, Prime Minister Anwar, to either of the leaders, Hun Manet or Hun Tam Wechai, who is the current acting Thai Prime Minister. So it is a bit hard to understand why ASEAN hasn't been more visible. On the other hand, it appears that both sides, Thai and Cambodia, have decided to try and take the issue directly to the UN, to the UN Security Council. Marit, the Foreign Minister for Thailand, is apparently travelling now to New York. And we also know that Hun Manet has written to the Security Council President. So there's a lot going on to try and bring outside brokers into the conflict. We even know that Hun Sen may have gone to China, perhaps, to try and seek Chinese mediation. So there's a lot going on. It hasn't left ASEAN looking particularly influential, though.
Dr. Raymond, very quickly, what happens next? Further military escalation, or do you hope for some ray of light for resolution?
I do hope that things cool down overnight. We've seen more civilian deaths in one day than we saw in the 3 years of tension, 2008 to 2011, and the use of weapons that we've never seen, such as drones and F-16 aircraft. So I really hope that that's the maximum we're going to see, and tomorrow we'll see a quietening down at the border regions and some use of diplomacy.
Well, I appreciate it so much. Dr. Gregory Raymond, Senior Lecturer at the Strategic and Defence Studies Centre at the Australian National University, speaking to us from Canberra. Thank you.